Alright you guys, I am back again, this time with a CEMR edition video where I'm going to be featuring builds from Computer Enthusiast Master Race. I'll be linking the Facebook page down below. It's a great page. We got great moderators that keep the page clean from spam and trolls, so if you guys are looking for a good computer page to go to, they are the one. Without further ado, we'll get started. So obviously starting off with, since it's my first episode doing this series, I figured I'd throw my rig in there. So first rig is going to be mine, the Godzilla Build. We also have Jenkin, I'm going to call him Jay, Jay's Thermaltake X71 build. We also got John's Andy's AI Crystal build. Great water cooling builds. All my builds today are water cooled. And we also, last but not least, Paul's Latin Edition Skunkworks. He actually said that himself, so here we go. Alright, to start with, we got my Godzilla build, aka Little Rum. To start with, it's rocking an i7-3950K, overclocked 4.6. Rocking an MSI X99A Gaming 7 motherboard. 32 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Platinums at 32 megahertz speed. Rocking two EVGA Founders Edition 1080s, a Corsair AX1200i power supply. Cooling this monster, I've got 24 Corsair red LED fans. They vary between 140s and 120s, AFs and SPs. I got a 480mm radiator up top, Hardware Labs 360 radiator up front, an XSPC 560mm radiator on the bottom, and it's all sitting in a Thermaltake WP100. I also have two Thermaltake D5 Pump Res combos, and all the blocks are EK for the 1080s, Bitspower for the CPU and motherboard block, and all the fittings are Primochill fittings, and I got a Bitspower flow indicator as well, just to throw that in. Alright, so up next we got Jenkin, or Jay. I'm going to call you Jay. He is rocking an X71 core Thermaltake case. It has an Asus Maximus Hero motherboard with an Intel i7 6700K overclocked to 4.7 gigahertz. He is rocking two EVGA 980s in SLI. He has 32 gigabytes of G.Skill Ripjaw, 66 megahertz speed RAM. He also has a Be Quiet Dark Power 1200 power supply powering up the whole rig. For cooling, we have 9 Noctua fans on the radiators. He also has an AquaStream XT Ultra, an Aqua Computer Aquero 6XT, and he has AquaCool radiators. He has a 360 up top, a 360 on the bottom, and a 420 up front. And he is rocking hardline tubings from a company I can't pronounce. Nanix? But as you can tell, they are hardline tubing. His bends are crazy in this build. I love it. It's not the typical bends you'll typically see in most computers, but hey, that's what we're all about. Being unique, making your rig your own. So, to continue, he has an Aqua Computer EOC 450mm or milliliter res. He has EK Waterblocks for the 980s and an EK FB motherboard block for his entire motherboard and CPU. Great build, by the way, Jay. I love it. Keep up the good work, and we'll move on. Alright, up next we got John's build. He's got an Andy's AI Crystal with Hue RGB lighting. He's rocking an Intel i7 5820K with an Asus X99 Deluxe 2 motherboard. Has 32 gigabytes of DDR4 Corsair Dominator Platinum RAM at 3200 megahertz. He's got two EVGA 980 Ti's and SLI. Powering his rig is an EVGA Supernova G2 1300 watt power supply. For cooling, we've got 7 Corsair 120mm fans. He's got two 360mm XSPC radiators, a D5 XSPC 170 photon res and pump combo. For all of his blocks are all EK blocks for the RAM, CPU, GPU, motherboard, and even the dual terminal block, the SLI block for the two 980s is also an EK. He has Baro 14mm fittings, and for tubing he has XSPC PTEG tubing. Man, for what you got going here, the bends are perfect. Everything's perfect on this rig, man. I love it. I know you don't have too many actual bends in the tubes. You've used the fittings for the 90s, but you have them in perfect places. When I first saw your rig, it was just something that I've always wanted to do, but I can't ever get my rig to look that good. You don't see too many white and black themed rigs, so John, I love it. Keep up the good work on your rigs. I'm happy to actually see more of these type of rigs, man. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you around. And last but not least, we've got Paul and his Skunkworks Latin version build. I also did include his business information. He's a team manager at Infinity Esports. If you guys want to check him out, I'll link down the stuff below. But we'll get on. So to start out with the rig, he is rocking the i7 6950X. It has the Gigabyte X99 motherboard with 32 gigabytes of HyperX Predator RAM at 3000 megahertz. He's got two Gigabyte G1 GTX 1070 in SLI, and yes, he's already gotten questioned on it, and he is going to upgrade those eventually. For water cooling, he got a 480 and a 560 EK radiator. For the blocks, obviously they're EK water blocks on the CPU and GPUs. He has 8 Corsair AF 120 fans, 5 AF 140s, 3 Thermaltake Ring RGB fans up front, and powering the beast is a Corsair RM1000i, and in the case is, I guess the case is a Thermaltake WP100, just like mine. Great build there, Paul. I love it. You did the whole Skunkworks thing proud, but it's your own build. I love it. Thank you for sending me your pictures and your rig. Well, you guys, that brings an end to my first setup build video. I want to thank these guys, Jenkin, Jay, I'm going to call you Jay, and John and Paul, thank you for letting me feature your guys' builds on my channel. And I want to thank CEMR for letting me do a setup build video, and for being part of their Facebook page. And it's a great community. And like I said, my videos are going to be about just showing off your rig. If you guys want to be featured on another setup build video, I'll link it down below with the email and actually how to go about it. And like I said again, my videos are about showing your rigs off. I'm not going to be like these other guys and bash on it. We're all about bringing people into the PC master race, and the more people judge when they're starting out new, that just puts a bad taste in people's mouths, and they just don't like it. If you see someone coming in and they got a new build, you'll see people attack them. We're not all about that at CEMR. We're all about bringing in as many people as possible and trying to teach people the basics. We all started somewhere, so just come on and send me your videos and I'll feature it. Keep up the great work, you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.